Hey guys, today's July the 7th of 2020, and I wanted to do a video on Gann Square. I know I've done one in the past, but this one is going to be cool because this one is using timing solution software. And this is kind of using squaring the range using Gann Square. So you can see right here, this is gold. We made a top here, we made a low. This is kind of similar to like the last video I did in regards to turning points, finding resistance level. So you can use this also to finding support and resistance level also in regards to Gann technique. So let's get into it. So what you do is you get this high, you get this low, you put this square, and this is the future. I hit the price action. So what you want to do is, and this one is good because this one, in my opinion, will give you a very accurate uh, uh, calculations. What you do, you prolong it into the future, and what you do is this is the range, but you're making it bigger. You go 1, I'm going to go 2. There we go. And this is where it gets tricky. You could do a 1/4 overlay, which is that. You can see those lines, or you could do a 1/8. I'm going to do the 1/8 so you can kind of see because it dissects more the price action. It gets more, fractal in regards to levels. And then once the price action, finishes all the way to July, then I'm going to look and you can see how price action behave within the square. So as we got that in there, let's see, and let's go price action. Let's zoom in a little more. You see what's going on. There we go. Might be too big. All right, there we go. Let's see. Price action, we got our low set in place, and let's see what price action does with the Gann square. Bounce as of right now, resistance there, kind of chopping around. Gonna let it play. Oh, go. You see that sometimes it goes right through it, nothing's holding, and then it's above it. So you could use this as a guiding point. The resistance right there, broke right through it. Now it's finding support. Now see what price action does. Breaks below it. It's resistance at that angle. Find support at that angle. Chopping around. Broke right through that angle. Found support here. Hit it again. Found support here. And let's see what happens there. Breaks right through it and then pops right back up. Head fake. This is what I call no man's land. I mean, you don't want to go crazy with lines, but this is where you don't really know what's going to happen. All you know is that this is resistance and that this angle is support and this is support. Chopping back and forth, chopping back. Trying to hold that angle, fail. Try to hold that angle, fail. Sold off really strong. It's finding support right here in an angle. No man's land, what I call. Almost kissed here. Popped right through there. Broke right this resistance. Dancing on this angle. Look at that. Kept going. And let's see where it ends. See right here, it's finding support, resistance. And these are daily, not no 5 minutes, it's daily. And this is getting into a wedge. Look at that. It's building a wedge right here. And it popped right through there. This could have been a target if it broke to the upside. Could have gone on right there. And it kept going up, and it hit this level right here and sold right back off really hard, and then popped right back up again. And you can see that right here, this was an ending point from the Gann square. So prices got really volatile. I'll show you too once we get bigger. And this is where we're at right now, July of 2020. So now let's close this in. And you can see right here is where we ended. And you can see that using, you can see the angles, the speed. This is a 1x1. You can see that it was finding support here. Every time it kept here, bounced, failed right here, found support right here, popped, got above the angle right here, chopped around, hit this, came down, found support, and bounced right back up. Let's close this here. So I did it at 2. You can see now 1, you can see why. This is the range that we just did. This is the second layer. You can see that prices got volatile, like it was going to sell off big time, but they popped it right back up. That's when you extend it. Now you take the 1/8, you can see that it could get a little, it gives it more space to breathe and you can see more clearly. But you can see like once it hit here, you're like, what? There is resistance here, but once you put the 1/4, you don't see it there. But when you do the 1/8, you see it right there. And that's squaring the range. Didn't hit it there. Didn't hit it there. You can see that there is a level there. When you take that off, you don't really see it. Some people use the 1/4. You can see right here, 1/4. Then it sold off halfway. And it kept going up. I like using the 1/8. Because I could kind of dissect a little better levels. You can see that it popped here, held here, popped, sold off, came in early, kind of chopped around here, sold off. You can see price action. Hit here, there was this big angle coming down, was resistance, and then it broke right through it. At the ending of the square of the second phase, and now we're into this is the first one. We're into the second one now, which is where we're at right now. And you can see, we close this a little more, or bring this down actually. There's a big level right here, somewhere between 1900 and change. I don't know where gold is at right now as of today, but maybe anywhere between 1787. But if we're going to go up, that's going to be some good resistance. And if we go back, you can see that that's our range, our high, somewhere around there. So our Gann square covered from here to here. We expanded it into the future. You can see how price action dances between these levels. You can see that the square of 9, not the square of 9, the Gann square ended here, and price action got very volatile, and then resumed the upward momentum. But you wouldn't trade this by yourself. This is just to kind of see, points of support and resistance, and within the Gann square, you would use this, maybe with an RSI, some other trigger indicators that you use, for buy and sell, and then you back test. Can't forget. I think in my last couple of videos, I've always I normally mention it, but always back test, back test, back test. This is what back testing is. Seeing if the Gann square works with gold, and seeing how price action moves and dances, within this square, from this square high to the square low, and just see how price action behaves. If it looks like something that you could trade and make some money off of it, and with your trigger indicators, when to go in, when to get out, support and resistance, and all this other stuff, then it could be a winning strategy if you play it right. So hopefully you like this video. Subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll keep you posted on some more, thoughts, tips, tricks, things I've seen in the market, and tools that you could use in regards to the Gann theory in your trading system.